Coming up on Injury Time.
Was indeed made up. Yes. Curtis has gone down. Curtis Jones in the lead.
What? You say you had the car up on your lap?
About three.
Hello there and welcome to Injury Time, the game where we test your brain on all things pain. Let's meet our first player. It's the one and only Harvey Elliott. Here he is. And facing off against Harvey today, it's Curtis Jones. MSK injuries, what are they? No. They are muscle, bone and joint injuries, which often occur in mundane, everyday scenarios. Now, people think footballers can only get hurt playing football, but no, you can get hurt off field too, which leads us to our first round. Mundane or made up. For this round, we'll read you a series of injuries players have suffered in rather mundane circumstances. It's up to you to decide whether they actually happened or they're just made up. Here's your first question. A professional goalkeeper dropped a bottle of aftershave on his toe, severing a tendon and forcing him to miss the World Cup. Ouch! Is this mundane or made up?
Made up.
It is in fact mundane.
Wow.
It did happen.
How big was the aftershave?
I'm not too sure, I wasn't there at the time, Curtis. Question number 2. This left back tripped up the stairs brushing his teeth and dislocated his jaw. Is this mundane or made up?
Made up.
It was indeed made up. Yes. Point on the board there for Harvey Elliott.
Get in.
Here we go. Question number 3. This former Liverpool player dislocated his shoulder whilst moving an ironing board. Mundane or made up? Who's gonna buzz first? I have to give it to Curtis.
But why? His thing didn't go.
I didn't make the rules, Harvey, unfortunately. Mundane or made up?
Made up.
It's also true. It is true. Fantastic. Well, that's round 1 done and dusted. So far, it's 1-0 to Harvey Elliott. Round 2. Wheel of Misfortune. Each segment contains a question related to a muscle, bone, or joint-related injury. The correct answer in this round will net you a huge 4 points. Right, Harvey, you're up first. Let's spin that wheel. All right, Harvey, you've landed on injuries. Luckily, you're okay, though. What is the most commonly reported muscle, bone, and joint-related injury? Is it A, the ankle? Is it B, the shoulder? Is it C, the knee? Or is it D, the back?
A.
You've gone with A, the ankle. And the answer is, of course, knee.
I was going to go for that as well.
C, the knee. Let's give that wheel a spin.
But you're really good at it.
Very good, Harvey. Excellent. Curtis Jones, you've landed on prevention. What are the best physical exercises for preventing muscle, skeletal and joint injuries? Is it A, balance? Is it B, strength? Is it C, mobility? Or is it D, all of the above, Kurt?
I'd probably go for all the above.
The correct answer is D, all of the above. Curtis Jones in the lead. For what? Well, that was 4 points, that one, Harvey, wasn't it? So you're going to have to do some catching up.
That makes sense.
Our final round on Injury Time this week is trick or treatment. We'll bring in a group of people who all claim to have suffered their injuries in odd ways. You have to decide who is out to trick you and who is the real deal. This round is for a whopping 10 points. Now let's meet our guests. Introducing Carl, Kathy and Damien.
Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome.
How are we? Kathy, let's start with you. Tell the boys here how you got injured.
I went to an animal theme party, dressed in a duck onesie with attached flippers. I couldn't get home that night, I had to stay over. Got up in the middle of the night to get a drink, tripped over my flipper, hit the wall, ended up in A&E dressed as a duck with 3 broken toes.
Next up, Damien.
I was helping a neighbour move a prized gnome in his back garden. Didn't see a hose pipe laying across the path. Wrapped around my ankles, hog-tied me, I fell face first into his coir carp pond. Sat up, covered head to toe in weeds, coir carp in my lap, and the gnome on the side, not a scratch, and with a big smile on its face.
All right, well, that's some picture that you paint there. So next up, Carl.
I was in a nightclub doing the Running Man dance. Someone had got a drink on the dance floor. I slipped on the wet patch and did the splits for the first time in my life. Wow. And when I got up, I tried to style it out, but realised I pulled my groin muscle And so I had to hobble off the dance floor, find somewhere to sit and hide my head in shame.
What toes did you break on your foot?
It was my left foot, my little toe, the one next to it and the one next to it.
And did you say you was wearing the flippers at night?
I was in my duck onesie with attached flippers.
Big dog D.
Did you say you had the carp on your lap?
Coir carp, yeah.
How many?
About 3.
Let's move on to Carl.
Where was the nightclub?
Shuffles on Rathbone Place off Tottenham Court Road in London.
But it was in the 90s and he knows exactly what club.
Do we think we know who's telling the truth, boys?
I think I do. I ain't
Leo.
got Scooby, mate.
Reveal who you think is telling the truth. Big D, Harvey's gone for, and you've also gone for Big D as well.
I went for Big D.
The person that was telling the truth was in fact Carl! It was the running man! You both got it wrong.
Oh, man.
You both got it wrong. Can we get a little running man?
Oh, Carl, man.
And that is the final whistle and the end of this week's Injury Time. Let's tally up our scores on 1 point. 1 point. Not good enough today. We have Harvey Elliott. Round of applause for Harvey Elliott. One.
Well done, Harv. Thanks for coming. My guy. Thank you, brother. Love you, brother.
That, of course, means that our winner today, with a grand total of just 4 points, is Curtis Jones! Fantastic.
Thank you, lad.
There's the trophy. Hopefully it's a good omen for the season ahead. That's all we have time for today on Injury Time. We look forward to seeing you next time. Give us a wave, everybody. That's it. Goodbye, guys. This has been Injury Time.